I think it's been exactly 4 weeks today, at the order of the court and my recommendation on that bond violation. And that's the second time this year he's turned himself in on warrants, which we don't always see in this court, of course. He's been in for significant time, I think 135 days at this point on these files. When the brief time that he was out, he got enrolled in school. He's supposed to be in school right now, in an online college, but he obviously can't go to school while in custody. He also has a catering business that he's running, and is getting an LLC and all of that paperwork together. Additionally, he has 4 children that he cares for. One that he is very involved in because the child himself is in a juvenile proceeding, and Mr. Gibson has kind of been appointed, not only his guardian, his parent, but also his guardian in that case, to make sure that he's doing what he needs to do. I did speak with his wife today, who is here and would like to speak to the court if possible. She mentioned to me that she's scheduled to get hernia surgery, but can't do it due to Mr. Gibson's incarceration and the children. Someone needs to take care of the kids. So we're asking for the court to consider either a time served sentence or a probationary sentence, due to all of that.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to say, sir, before I impose that?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to apologize to the community for these crimes, and I do want to say I was embarrassed by this, which I should be, and I embarrassed my family. But the person that I was when things happened, I'm not the same person anymore. And I just I'm at a loss for words. It's hard to speak from the way I'm feeling. I've been involved. I'm more involved into the community. I see things different than I do when I was using real bad. I'm more concerned with what I can do for my family and be I don't know I'm missing the word integrity. Going to work, doing it the right way. I'm trying to set an example for my 17-year-old son, also my 7 to 8-year-old. So that's what I've been doing. I just recently volunteered before I came in here. It was a back to school program. I volunteered to cut all the kids hair at my son's school. I do that in the community that I stay. I fix bikes for the little kids, trying to be an example, things that I didn't do then. But I say that to say that I'm a different person than the person that from 2020, 2021.
All right. If he steps back, I'll hear from her.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Margaret Parker.
All right. What did you want to tell me, ma'am?
I just want to say, I've seen a change in Devontae tremendously. Like, if he was doing wrong, I'd tell you, take him. Because the stuff I done been through in the last 5 years with him, and we've been together for 10, I'm about ready to leave him. But he actually has made a turnaround in the last 2 years. The drinking, the driving, the being more involved with his boys, the staying out of trouble, not catching no more charges. Just trying to stay out the way. And I've noticed that, and that's why I've stuck around for the last year, because the last 5 years, it's been rough. It's been rough with the alcohol. His boys miss him. I miss him. His mom is in Alabama. She calls every day. She misses him. I'm supposed to have this hernia surgery on October 6th, and it's been put off over and over and over again because of Mr. Gibson's decisions. And I just want to get it done because this hernia is just so big in my stomach. If he's incarcerated, my kids have nowhere to go. His mom is in Alabama. My mom, I'm not relying on anybody else. It's just us. He has helped at the community. We just helped the school give out free haircuts to the school. boys and things like that. I don't know what else to say. We miss him. He has been doing good. That situation with the violation with the tether thing, he has not tempered. He has not drank. He has not. He's literally turned around. He had two of the things on his leg, and he got one off, and he was working to get the other one off. And we just trying. We just started an LLC. It's actually in my name. We're trying to get it going. I don't have a record. I tell him every day, this is stupid. We shouldn't be in here. We don't have the money. We don't have the time. His 17-year-old, as his lawyer stated, he's in juvenile court with Miss, what's her name? With Audenberg, if you're familiar with her. They've been calling me because his son has been a little bit unruly, being that, he's not around to control things. He actually has a GPS tether on. He's supposed to be at my house, but I can't control a 17-year-old that's bigger than me. I can't do anything about that. So he's been, probably getting in trouble, and he needs Mr. Gibson out here and the courts so they can figure out what they're going to do with Devin. His mom doesn't have custody, so they can't call her. He has legal custody. It's just a mess. And if you could just consider trying to, if we need outpatient treatment, you want him to go, we will go. If you want him to go to community corrections and drop on top of the tether on his leg, the alcohol thing, we will do it. Like the last court, you told him don't play with you. He did not. And that's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Pallero, was there something?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted the court to know, Mr. Gibson did complete the PSI with me. That was back early in August. The reason probation is providing the jail recommendations today on his cases is when he was, when I did the PSI with him back in early August, his sentencing technically was at the end of August. That got pushed back due to a change in the court calendar. When I completed the PSI with him on August 2nd, I was quite clear with him that he needed to get his alcohol screening and assessment done for the alcohol case. And he has done it. He hasn't followed through with that. And then he had the bond violation from community corrections with the tampers, and I looked at what happened when he was in court with that, and I believe he pled no contest to those. So anytime that there's a tamper, especially for those long periods of time, it does lead you to believe that there's continued drinking. Therefore, that's why probation provided the jail recommendations, so the court could be aware and know that he would get the programming.
All right. How long does the MRT program in jail take?
The MRT, I believe it's 6 weeks. I can verify that, Your Honor.
All right.
It depends on if they go on lockdown, then they don't have the class, and that's, well, I can vary. Mr. Gibson wanted to indicate one more thing to the court.
Just quickly, Your Honor, I did want to say I did still have plans to do that class. I had plenty of time to still do it. I did speak with Ms. Teresa at the end of August. I turned myself in September 2nd. I did have plans to do it that week. I was just getting the money, not being employed at the time. I had to do what I had to do to have the money, because the class does cost. And if you don't mind taking into consideration, I'm not sure how this works, but I know the voltage was below the normal reading, and then the next day it was above the normal reading. I didn't want to waste the course time or try to push this any farther than it had to go. So I want to just go ahead and take care of that.
I'll tell you something, Mr. Gibson. I think the issue really for me is, as it is for your wife, is you just got to stop drinking.
This part hits on a different level. His wife explains she's supposed to have hernia surgery, but keeps postponing it because he's locked up and someone has to care for kids. Then she says, if he's incarcerated, my kids have nowhere to go. That's when the courtroom stops feeling like a legal hearing and starts feeling painfully personal.
Because the cold reality is, certainly we could go into all the details regarding the tether, everything else, but if you really stop drinking, nobody has to worry about that. But for you to do that, you got to stand up, you got to take your part, you got to do what you got to do. And the problem is you haven't been doing that. I realize some of the good things that you say you're doing, but just got to do the right thing. You had all these people depending on you. You just got to do the right thing. And say this to you, man, yeah, stop being selfish.
I understand, yeah.
The reality when you're doing all that, you're only thinking about you. You gotta stop that. Case ending in 22, sentence of the court, $125 statutory fees, 93 days in jail, credit 93 served. On the matter ending in 0257, $125 statutory fee, $599 restitution of Sam's Club payable through the court, and to be payable 60 days from release. I'll make it 90 days from release. Order 93 days in jail, credit 93 days served on that case. Case ending in the 0355. And I'll just tell you this, Mr. Gibson, I think some of the things that you're trying to do, good thing. Like I said, you got to stop drinking. You got to change your way of thinking about how you lead your entire life. Because the reality is, and this is harsh to say, but it's true. If you don't change the way that you're running your life, there's not going to be much of your life to have. And then those boys,
Now the probation officer steps in and the tone shifts fast. She explains that when there's a long tether tamper, it usually suggests continued drinking. Translation: the court isn't fully buying the turnaround story. It's calm, professional, but it undercuts everything the defense just argued. Suddenly, those promises of change feel a lot less certain.